At 4 today, the jury now deliberating in the trial of State Trooper Brian North. He's charged with manslaughter for a deadly shooting in West Haven in 2020. News 8's Brittany Taylor at the courthouse in Milford. Brittany, tell us what happened in court today.
Good afternoon, Darren. The state and the defense going toe-to-toe in their closing arguments today, trying to sway that 6-person jury. The state needing to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trooper Brian North opened fire at 19-year-old Mubarak Suleiman, that shooting was justified. Now, here are the two cases that each side presented in court today. Defense lawyer Frank Riccio is arguing that Trooper North shot at Mubarak Suleiman through the driver's side window because the 19-year-old had a knife on him and feared that he was going to reach across to the passenger side and stab a West Haven officer on scene. The defense also said in its closing arguments that North acted on this threat perception based on the information he had at the time, that Suleiman was a carjacking suspect that had a knife, and before being boxed in, he had been recklessly driving down I-95 and was not compliant with police. Now, Inspector General Robert Devlin, on the other hand, is arguing North was trigger happy based on inconsistencies in his statements immediately after the shooting, and now he says there was no threat to other officers on scene. North simply shot because he saw Suleiman had a knife. The state also argued North could have taken other actions like calling a supervisor or taking time to develop a plan that would de-escalate the situation.
He poses no danger to Trooper North. He poses no danger to any of the others either. He merely twists he never moves toward them. He never tries to get over the console or into the passenger seat, all of which he'd have to do in order to exit the car to pose any real threat to anybody.
Well, of course he posed a threat. Because again, it's not just, do we have an unconscious guy in a car? Is that threatening behavior? It's what has he done since 27, using his car as a deadly weapon from 27 to 43. And actually not from 27, when I say 27, I mean exit 27. He was driving from Route 7 in Norwalk, that's exit 16 on 95, from exit 16 to 43, like a bat out of hell.
Now, the defense filed a motion of acquittal that was denied by the judge. But this case, however, is now in the hands of this 6-person jury. Coming up at 6 p.m., I'll have more on the instructions that the judge gave this jury as they head into deliberations. We're live outside of the Milford courthouse this afternoon. Brittany Taylor, News 8.